it and like it.
Touch it and
Jagger,
like it.
Rona, what you ate today?
Touch it and like it.
Yeah,
I
touch it
had
and like
chicken.
it.
I had chicken wings. Chicken wing, chicken wing,
Wow, you
chicken
didn't have
wing.
snake today?
No, I had chicken wings and cottage cheese.
He gonna talk about that was the longest battery change in my whole entire life. I could have got it done in 2 minutes or
It
30
was
seconds.
kind of long.
Don't nobody care. Because y'all think y'all can do better. I don't care. At least I did it. That's the point. What's up,
Yeah,
Zeta Rose?
I'm
I
not
didn't
talking
have
no
to
trash tamper.
I
I'm
didn't have to
I'm glad you
depend
got it
on a
done.
man to do it.
I'm glad you got it done. I would have done it quicker, but I'm glad you got it done.
Don't nobody care. Don't nobody care. Hey
Yeah.
Sean, welcome in.
You got it done before it got dark outside.
Hey Suzanne. I got done before I got time to go get in that food stamp line. I looked up, it said 106. I said, oh shoot, I guess to go.
I'm having celery and dip.
What happened? Mac said she having celery and dip. I
Celery
gotta
and
go.
dip.
You and me both happen, Mac. I need to go to the grocery. I look up in the freezer, like, what am I gonna eat? Not nothing. Whatever y'all had. So me and Mackenzie went to Culver's and got us some kitty meals with some custard.
You got a grandma meal and she got a kitty meal.
I got a kitty meal. Her meal $7. Them kids, but they burgers be nice size burger for a kitty meal. What?
Mm.
And then you get your French fries and you drink, and then you get get 2-3 scoops of custard. Baby, I was full. But I actually was greedy, but I up large my drink.
Yeah. Bet it's a Coke.
Nah, boo boo. Bet you a little story.
What you
I
drink?
bet you Happy Mac. I bet you Happy Mac know what's up in that cup.
What you drinking?
Happy Mac, what I'm drinking?
Fifth of gin on Coke.
I doubt it. What's up, my Renaissance? Hey, Chris said I
Hello,
had a
everybody in the
smash
chat.
burger at Chili. That sound good too. I was
Yeah.
still impressed. It was still daylight outside. Anyway, when the time supposed to go back up? What is this
This Saturday, I believe. This Saturday.
supposed to go up or back?
Mhm.
Up. Go up.
Go forward.
So I mean we lose an hour.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know.
Spring forward, fall back. Whoa. Oh.
I got the lights on Dollar Tree last year. Okay, she natural. They was cute, girl. Battery Plus installs for free. Mike, I'm Battery Plus.
Yeah.
I installed for free.
You just got to pay for the stuff. That's all.
That's it. I did my own roadside assistant for free. Baby,
Oh, Lord.
I have to pay
I'll
no
be
money
right
for
back.
what I can do for free. And my next thing is learning how to change my oil and changing my brakes and rotors. That's gonna be the next thing Temple learn how to do. Watch. What's up, my Renaissance grandma? How you doing? Welcome in, everybody. I did put a question at the top. If you guys see the question pinned to the top, what was the question? Let me go back up there. I forgot. Okay. Have you ever had an interest in becoming a beekeeper? Yes or no? If you ever had an interest in becoming a beekeeper, put your answer in the chat. And let me go back down to Four Sons. Four Sons has said, okay, there you go. I finally harvest my fairy tale. What's a fairy tale eggplant? I ain't never heard of that. Toss them in olive oil, seasoned them, and roasted them in the air fryer. See, I've never had an eggplant. My grandmama used to have eggplants all the time. She used to make this thing called eggplant casserole. It didn't look too appetizing to me, so Tampa wasn't trying it. But now that I'm into, hey, Deborah, how you doing, girl? Welcome in. Y'all don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Like it. And if anybody wants to come up and join us for tonight's topic, you guys are welcome. It's open discussion, but we are thinking about getting bees. Here's how to start beekeeping. Devorah, Mike is speaking to Happy Mac. Let me go down. Cause Jay went got him some toffee. Hey Mayo. How you I got your address, Mayo. You threw me off when I clicked on the email. I was like, it's nothing right there. But then when I went back and looked at it again, I was like, you put it in the subject line. You put the address in the subject line. That's what threw me off. Because like in the bottom part, I was like, ain't no address right there. But I got it. I got it. He said spring forward. Everybody is speaking. Spring ahead, fall back. So that means y'all get longer days, right? That's what that means. Because I don't understand why they changing the time. No way. Just leave it alone. What's up, Angela? How y'all doing? What's up, sweet time? What it do, sweet time? What it do? What it do, sweet time? What it do? How you do? How you do? Yes, sir. Time change Sunday. So that's going to mess me up thinking I'm supposed to get up at a certain time. It's going to be another time. What's up, Key? What up, girl? How you doing? Just use Jiffy Lube. Mike, I'm not going to just use Jiffy Lube. I want to be able to learn how to change my own oil and my own brakes and rotors. Those are the four things. Those are the two things I want to learn how to do. Because I got a purpose behind learning. I need to know these things. Hey, Key, how you doing? I'm thinking about getting chicken. Well, I better get you some chickens. So Ann said, yeah. I mean, Lynette says yes. CBR said yes. Sean said yes. Welcome in. Everybody, welcome in. Appreciate you guys coming in. So I got a couple yes. Sweet Thumb said all easy brakes and rotors. You're gonna wanna have a free day because things can go wrong. Okay.
If you don't know what you're doing.
First of all, that's why I said I want to learn how to do those things. So I'm gonna have to get somebody to teach me how to change the brakes and the rotors on my car.
There you go, Mike. Rob.
She naturally said yes, but she's scared. Zeta said, sure do. She wants some bees. She wants to know how to do bees. I ain't seen nobody say, I don't want no bees. I'm scared.
Everybody can't let you know they're scared.
Yes, even went to all the classes at the corporate institute. Really happy, Mac? Okay, I didn't know they had those type of classes. I'll have to look into that. Mel said yes. CP Family Farming says a yes. Ain't nobody said no. That's a good thing. Mike said he got 2 beehives, one on the front steps, other back.
Go ahead, Mike.
Mike, is anything in the bees? Like, seriously, dude, are there anything in there? Or are you just trying to say those are your steps to get inside your house? You stepping on the beehives. She never said, if I had land, I would do it. Let me tell you something. Don't hurt the harvest, ain't got no land. She got a backyard.
And that's all it takes.
And she got bees. She ain't got no land. She got backyard. So you ain't got to have no land to get bees. Yes, but I'm allergic to bees, so I don't think it would be wise.
There's a lot of people allergic to bees and keep bees.
True. That's what they got them suits
that's
for.
That's part of the subject anyway. I'll tell you about that in a second.
I know. Was supposed to order some hives, but started looking into making them myself. So yes, but not there yet. Jags be building his stuff.
So let me tell y'all straight off the bat. Tampa Creek thinks she's slick.
What you mean I'm slick? But ain't not slick about me.
She was trying to get me on here to do an interview. She couldn't get me to do an interview. I said, why do an interview? I'm on here anyway. But nah, let's talk about bees, J3.
Dude, you always want to talk about bees. Bees, honey, mangoes. That ain't nothing new. She said it will get dark after 8 p.m. What, like it's supposed
8
to?
or 9.
That's like it's
Hello,
supposed to.
everybody in the chat. How you doing?
It
Welcome
said
in.
dark 7 p.m. Yes, that's what time it's supposed to get dark. That's what my brain think is dark. At 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, my brain think it's time to go to bed. That's why I be so woe out. Sweet
I'll
Thumb
let you
said,
go.
change the time to allow folks to take advantage of the daylight. They need to and leave it alone. Because why we can't be like Arizona? They don't change their time.
I thought the orange chip was going to change it for everybody and stop switching times. Number one, they can do it for the simple reason we had the time adjustment. It was basically for the farmers. But do we really have any more farmers now?
Now here I see everybody buying farm. They buying the farmlands up, putting condos, apartments, subdivisions, and everything up in them things.
So ain't no need. Ain't no need swapping time no more. Just let's keep it at the long time and let's keep moving.
So I'm like, man, I hit that thumbs up too, Tampa. Yes, Angela, I appreciate you. I hate that time change. No reason to do that anymore. I don't understand. Why is it that Arizona can do it? Jay.
Some people just don't want to do it.
But I'm saying, why is it that Arizona don't have to change time, but everybody else?
If I'm not mistaken, Arizona's not the only one. I think there's 2 or 3 other people that don't change their times.
I ain't heard about nobody but Arizona.
Okay.
Ask Google. The Google who don't change. Do anybody else know who don't change times? You listening to her, Google. She naturally laughing. Yes, actual bees. He said he got bees in his. Hey, Karen.
Who got bees in his?
That was Mike said. Actual bees, not honeybees though. Mike has bees, no honey. My grandson said.
Ain't nobody want to talk to you, Mike. You ain't got no honey in it. Don't nobody want to talk to you.
Right, Tampa. Don't even need a lot of space. You get mild bees, right? You don't need no lot of space, sweet. She natural. You don't need, baby. You can get a hive or 2. You good.
All right. Let's talk about bees since we keep going into
it. We got some steps.
We
got steps.
Who doing the steps? You or me?
I'm gonna talk to you about the steps, and then you can feel it.
See, I told you. Think you trying to do an interview with me? You think you slick, Tampa?
Whatever, pollinate my garden though, so I let them stay. Right, Mike. Happy Max said, I do have beehives in the walls of the barn on both. If I could just entice them out and get them in hives themselves, no looks. Jags be able to tell you that. I know Sarah have the hives can tell you how to catch.
You can entice them. You have to get the hive out there. You got to get some swarm commander, whatever, put it in the hive, and they'll find it.
Mike said, Camping Mac catch the queen. They'll come about there.
She ain't going out there to try to catch nothing.
I know. I got a queen catcher. All right.
No, you don't have a queen catcher.
What is it then? What is it that Sarah gave me?
What is a bean catcher?
I didn't say a bean catcher.
We talking about a bee catcher. What is a bee catcher? What is a queen catcher?
I said a queen catcher that looks like a little silver thing that look like a clamp, and you put the queen in it.
That's not a catcher.
That's what Sarah called it.
That's what you holding the bee in.
Well, it's gonna catch her.
All right, let's go, Tampa.
I wish they would leave it too. Syria said, I have carpenter bees. They must be bred, and I'm seeing more. Yeah, carpenter bees, you can't get no honey.
It's warming up. Yeah. Carpenter bees putting holes all in your roof lining and stuff like the trim.
Hey, cousin. He was very nice, being bossy, trying to tell me I was going, turning my thing left, and I know I was turning that thing right.
I was watching it, Tampa. He was right.
He was not.
He was right.
He wasn't.
Tampa.
A man gonna take up for another man, so it's
no. I'm talking about mechanics.
I'm looking at the nut. And I
You
was turning
always,
that
never
nut
mind.
this way, not this way. I was turning it this way.
So if you tighten it, what way are you going?
I was going left.
To tighten, you go to the right.
To tighten it, I was going left.
Tampa.
I'm not about to argue with you on my car.
You see this bottle right here?
I don't care
This
about
is your
that bottle.
battery.
I don't care about that bottle.
To take this cap off, I'm twisting to the left. To put it on, I'm turning to the right.
Okay.
You ever say yogi taxan chocolate salad?
Okay. I thought
Don't say okay with that. Just say
I said okay.
Don't say okay. You agreed too fast and didn't know what I was saying.
I said okay. I ain't about to argue with y'all men no more.
At least that's what your mouth said.
Y'all egos get bruised real quick when y'all want to be right. We shouldn't be building so much.
Okay, there go my Renaissance. My Renaissance says right tight.
Hawaii don't change. Hawaii don't change their time.
I don't know. I don't be there, but that's what Oki said.
Yeah, she said Hawaii don't change. Out with Key says Hawaii don't change their time. He said Oki. Who in the world is that? I refuse to buy a new house. One, they aren't built good, and the fact that we shouldn't be building so much, it makes things very unstable. Look at the house explosions, sinkholes, except
yes,
the houses that they making today ain't nothing but straight trash.
Right.
Nope, I wouldn't even want a new house.
I ain't gonna tell that lie.
I don't want a new house.
I want a new house, but I want to be there to design and supervise.
Yeah, I don't want no new house.
I will have containers under my house. I will have containers. I will have containers under my house.
She said, I have a son with autism, so I would need them away from the house. Yes.
Right.
Jay, did you take any classes prior to beekeeping or join any associations?
Okay, me. My first thing with bees was me and my brother said, I want bees. And he had a big garden. He lived in another town over. And I said, yeah, I want bees.
Hey,
I said, I want bees. And so I started watching YouTube. And then I watched Lead Farmer.
Thank you.
He's the one that got me inspired. And then I started doing a lot of it. Then I went to 2 different counties. They had a bee class over there. I went to the classes, but what they were teaching, I already knew. So that was a good thing. But I learned a lot of my stuff basically from YouTube.
Okay. Mike said pause. Pause to the pause. Looking at that nuts.
I figured that was going to come sooner or later, but the wrong person brought it up.
Hey, True.
Hello, everybody in the chat.
What's up, Nikki? Welcome in, everybody. Rob, everybody speaking, everybody laughing. Tampa, you have to be facing it in order to see it. You were standing behind it, so it was, you know what? It seemed like today, people trying to get me out of my box, and I already snapped in the food stamp line. So I'm not trying to snap today in the night line. So we're going to stop talking about this battery.
What Tampa? If you snap now,
we're not going to talk about it.
I'm pretty sure
we're not going to talk about it no more. We're not.
Everybody
moving on.
Everybody going to pour some honey in there on you.
Whatever. Moving on to the next thing. I want the Amish to build my house, Cato family said, and they building.
I need Mackenzie to go get that bottle of honey and throw it at you right quick.
She can go throw that honey in the garbage if she want to.
She ain't gonna do it.
She said she can. Yeah, you can throw it in the garbage. Yep. Look at her. She about to go throw it in the garbage.
Mackenzie, don't make me get young again and come after you.
Girl, put that honey down. She done grabbed the whole
if you throw Miss Alice honey in the trash, Mackenzie, I'm coming to get you.
Oh, she picked up that gallon honey, boo boo. She picked up Miss Alice honey. She picked up your one. You tripping. I love my house that was built in the late 70s. Yes, Miss Karen. I want me an old house though. Truth is telling the truth, Tampa.
Only
Okay.
thing about old houses is you'll be sitting minding your business and it's quiet and you hear, what's
Yep.
going on?
Sean said she with Miss Cameron. She's in a brand new house. One now, and there was no way I purchased it. I know this lady, she bought a brand new house, built up, first person. A year later, her roof caved in.
It
Jigs.
happens.
Oh, Renaissance talking to Karen. Everybody talking to Karen. Okay. So, Jigs, the first step is say learn the basics. So,
okay,
before getting into bees, learn the fundamentals. Things to understand. So, what would you say is the basics? Because I got a list, but
the basic is you need to pick up a book and start reading.
That's true.
You need to watch YouTube. And if there's a bee farmer or anything close to you, go talk to him and ask him questions and stuff. This is the beginning.
Okay.
But then since you got your own list,
well, I mean,
I won't use my list.
I got the list from ChatGPT.
Oh Lord, Tampa. This ain't chat. This is
That's what I'm saying.
what I got is reality.
ChatGPT, and then you can tell me what's wrong and what's right.
Okay, so let's back up one then. Since I answered that question already, if you want to keep bees, the very first thing you need to do is make sure you're not allergic to bees.
Okay.
If you're allergic to bees, you need to get yourself 1 or 2 EpiPens and always have it on hand.
Right. I got 4 of them, but I ain't allergic to bees.
Yeah, but you need to send me 2 of them.
For what?
But the thing with that is, it's always better to have and not need than to need and not have, especially if you're allergic to bees.
Look, I'm still whelped up from them shots they gave me Monday, and I still got to go back and get some more Monday.
Like I said, when I first started beekeeping, I was stung over 50 times. Ooh. I had my wife count all the red spots that was on my leg and stuff. I was over 50 stings, and I learned from that.
Wow.
I was only beekeeping for probably about 2 weeks, and I learned from me getting stung. I was doing like I was doing like I saw other people. It seemed like every day they going in the beehive, being nosy, being. I learned not to do that, and plus, you also got to figure out what kind of bees. Ask the people what kind of bees you have, because there's different bees. The bees I have right now, they're called Italian bees. The ones that stung me were Russian bees.
They was because you was Russian. You don't need to be.
Tampa, I don't never rush through a beehive.
There, you got to run. You can't be rushed with the bees, Jigs. Prep 1013.
I wasn't rushing with them.
And my bees, I have all the BG's albums. Get them at 8-track. You won't really prep. You know what we talking about. We ain't talking about no 8-track.
Well, he could be talking about bees in a nuke, which would be 5 or 8 frames.
No, yeah, he talking about the BG's albums. He said nothing about no nuke. Talking about staying alive. I stand alive.
That's why you ain't mess with no bees, so you stay alive.
What you said? Sweet time, it really is awesome. It really works well. Nikki, thank you for dropping Jag's channel.
Thank you. To answer your question, that Gilbert girl, how do you tell them apart? Realistically, me, I can't. When I order my bees, they ask you what kind you want. And the first time I got them, they were Russian. The second time I got, after reading some things and everything, they said that the Italian was kind of calm and everything. I said, that's what I'm going to get. And that's what I had ever since.
She said, did you tell them how to tell them apart?
That's what I'm saying. It's kind of hard to tell apart. Oh. Somebody that, when you order your bees, that's best for them to tell you. Unknown panel guest.
Cause you got that doggone honey master up there. Don't nobody know nothing about that. Don't nobody know about no honey master.
Well, I just didn't change it. That was for another channel at the time.
You trip. Guys, don't forget to put whatever questions y'all got in the chat for Jed.
And I'll try to answer it the best I can.
So over here my things say, my chat GPT say. Step 1, learn the basics. Before getting bees, learn the fundamentals. Things to understand. Bee behavior and colony structure. The queen, the worker bees, and the drones.
Mm-hmm.
Seasonal hive management. Common problems like mites or disease. What made, okay, you did say that. Do you, so when you got your bees, you did answer the question, what made you interested in bees? Guys, for those of you all that want bees, put in the chat, what made you interested in beekeeping? Like what got you to thinking about getting bees and beehives? And then the second question is, do you want the bees for honey, pollination, or both? Jags, yours was for both, right?
All of the above.
All of it. All of that in the book. I want it for honey, pollination, both. All of it. I just want bees. Bees. Okay. So.
I heard sometime the other bees kill the queen. Why is that? Okay, if you get a queen that's in the hive and the queen is not sufficient, sick, not laying stuff like she's supposed to, whatever, the bees will kill her out and they'll make another bee, another queen bee. If she's not living up to her potentials, they'll get rid of it.
Okay, Mel said she want honey. Zeta said honey.
How do you treat your bees for mites? Back when I first got my bees, I use bee strips as the ones you stick down in there and just leave it and knock the mites off the bees and stuff. But I also come to the realization I don't like using no chemicals in my bee hive, so I stopped doing it.
I don't want no more honey.
Tampa, you didn't get none of that honey.
I don't want no more honey. You see what cousin said?
I have a question. Do you sell
regurgitated?
Cousin Angela, yes, I do, and I know you love it.
I don't want no more honey. I don't want no more honey. I don't want it.
That's what your head said, but when you open your mouth, you'll put it in now.
You keep on telling me what I won't do. I don't want that honey. Oh, hold on, Jed.
And yeah, realistically speaking, yes, honey is bee vomit, but it's not the vomit the way we vomit. It is totally different. Let me see. I want bees for both pollinating. Okay. Bee barf. So you can call it whatever you want. Bee barf, bee vomit, whatever it is, but that's the kind of vomit that I will eat. Bee vomit.
Nope. Sweet Time said bee. He want bees for both honey, pollination, he want to train the bees to attack on command. I didn't think you could do that. He's got to be joking.
That one new to me.
I want bees for both. Sean said both honey and pollination. Okay. That Gibber girl, hey girl, hey.
Let me tell you one thing about pollination. One thing you got to realize, and I'm pretty sure y'all heard me say it before, you can have a big garden in your yard. Mm-hmm. Only 10, not even 10% will come to your garden. Majority of bees will come up and go out. They go 2-3 miles away, get pollen, then they come on back to their beehive. But you have that few that's right there in your garden.
What's the hardest part of owning bees?
The hardest part of owning bees is getting the money to buy them. But the
Ooh,
other
I
part,
almost regurgitated.
the other part to the other hard part about having bees is you need to check with your county, city, or wherever you are. You need to check whether you can have bees in that area. And then
Okay.
again, if you do, don't run your mouth so much. Don't ask
Just
no
not telling
questions.
everybody
Just
what you
do it.
do. Right.
Just
Can't
do
get
it.
honey without it, can you? You can't get honey without the vomit.
Hey,
Cause
the
we
vomit,
don't eat that. We don't
the
eat that.
vomit is honey.
Truth said it's just expanded vomit. Y'all gonna make my Renaissance stop eating honey, y'all. They have a pouch they squeeze, not the sign. Ooh, Sean said this is interesting. Karen said, I plant flowers that pull in bees to pollinate my veggie. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Not honey, that other stuff. What other stuff? Cuz somebody the bee propolis. Somebody told me that was pee. That's what she said. Bee propolis.
Propolis. They say propolis is pee.
I heard.
Propolis is glue.
So the bee got glue coming out themselves.
They they make propolis, and propolis glues things together, and it's also used as medication.
It is medicinal.
Yes.
Mike said raw pollen. Yeah, bee propolis is very medicinal. Our
Yes.
state requires we pay for a hive inspection once a year. Oh, okay, Happy Mac.
Happy Mac, don't tell them.
Mike said,
Royal
well, how
jelly.
many bee colonies should you have? My Miss J.K. Gardner says.
Miss JK, that depends on where you live and how big your property is. If you want to be a beekeeper and all you have is just a regular backyard, I wouldn't go over 2 beehives. That's a regular backyard. That's a house with a backyard, 12 by 12 or 12 by 16. I wouldn't go over 2 hives because that's the way it is.
Guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. We appreciate y'all
Now
hanging out with us.
if you got a big field behind your house, you got a 2, 3, 4 acres or whatever, you can put 50, 100 hives out there.
So when it comes to step one, Jigs, of you learning the fundamentals, it says bee behavior and column structure. What do they mean by column structure?
Learn the bees.
Hey, the Nichols.
You can watch the bees and you learn from what the bees do. You see how the bees are set up in there when it comes to their frames and stuff. You don't just start moving stuff around and putting it on one end and the other end. You watch how they set the hive up. And when you go in and check the hive, you put the stuff back the same way you found it.
Okay.
Because if you don't, that will deter the bees, and the bees want to get all rowdy because you're messing with their house.
Okay. She said, thank you for the birthday wishes. Have you ever had your bees relocate themselves? That means what?
Swarm.
Swarm. Yeah, that's swarm.
Yes, I've had several of my bees relocate. When I first got my bees, I think I lost 2 of them straight off the bat. And the third one, I moved it closer to the house and everything, and I had them ever since. I also got one that's called a blessed hive out there. And that's the one, it didn't have any bees in there. And I went out one day, it was cold, rainy out, and just dried up. And I looked, I said, I got bees there. I went and pulled it open, looked at everything, had a whole family there. So closed it up. I named it my blessed hive.
Okay. Yeah, I know when I get my BA Perry, I most definitely want to be able to paint on my boxes. Like I want the Smurf Village. Like all of my beehives gonna look like mushrooms with the Smurfs on them and all that type of stuff. Something like how I did Miss Alice. I like how Miss Alice one came out that I painted for her, but I just wanted to give it some character. So
well, I've got some that are painted. They got flowers on it. Some are yellow, white. Some got flowers painted on it. Mm-hmm. One of them is completely red. 2 other ones I got to paint. I've got some stuff.
Hey, the Nichols. Happy Man said, I know that honey that Sarah showed that one time, honey do honey and something. I can't remember it. She said, okay, y'all gonna finish watching from my cozy comfy bed. Okay, Karen.
All right, Miss Karen.
Okay, Sweet Time said the bees come home and somebody move all the furniture around.
Well, that's kind of like swarming.
That's
Uh,
true.
when a swarm find a new home, they check it out to make sure it's qualified for them to live in, and they if they can live in it, they're gonna move in.
Oh. So I remember when Miss Alice that day I was at Miss Alice's house and them bees was fighting each other and unaliving each other to take over the beehive.
Right. They were stealing other folks' honey. That's what they were doing.
Wow.
They was robbing one hive and take it.
Y'all Jags froze. Is it raining now?
Not where I'm at.
Oh.
I
Since
just
we are talking about painting hives, can bees really not see red?
I heard that, but I don't worry about what they can see. I put them in their home, and they know how to come back home. That's it.
She said, what makes a beehive swerve?
What makes a beehive swarm?
Yeah, that.
They get overcrowded. When they
Okay.
get overcrowded, if you got two boxes up there, two you got a large bee box and a medium bee box, and that medium is full. Uh, if they can't put no more honey in there, the bee says time to go, time to find a new home. So what they do, they split up the queen that's there. She'll go make an egg for another queen to come, and then she take a portion of the hive with her and fly off somewhere else.
Right. Happy Mac. Better rain. I'd rather take the rain than the snow. And guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up on both channels, Jegs and mine. We appreciate you. And if you have not subscribed to either channel, please just subscribe. His channel name is J3GS Farm, not the Honey Master. You're
Oh,
not going to find his channel like that. Yeah, tripping.
But J3GS Farm should be on the other channel.
Not on no Honey Master. Do you see Honey Master right there? What you got right there? Honey Master. Honey Master. Not J3GS Farm. For people to find your channel.
Thank you, Nikki.
Nikki said, wait a minute, where you see Nikki at?
I don't see her. I'm just saying thank you for putting it in there.
Oh, she said, got both of you. Thank you, Gilbert girl. Nikki said, like, baby.
Nickels make a dime. How you doing? How you doing?
So, Jags, okay, step 2. It says choose the right location. Good hives, your hive needs the right environment, good hive location, morning sunlight, wind protection, near flowers or gardens, away from heavy foot traffic. Tips. Provide a nearby water source and keep hives facing southeast if possible. My question to you is why to keep the hives facing southeast?
Well, for some reason, that's what they say. Got to be facing southeast.
Do
But
you
you know
have
what?
yours facing southeast?
My let me see. Mine's been facing south, east, and west.
Okay. So
And go ahead.
what would you consider the best place to put your hives at?
Okay. See, that depends on where you live at.
Okay.
It could be in your front yard, your backyard, even beside your house.
Okay.
And the thing to it is, that's part of the process of you wanting bees. One of the first things you do is figure out where I want to put these bees at. When you got in your mind where you want to put the bees at in the best position for them, that's
Okay.
where you put them at. You just don't want to take and put the bees next side your house, and you got a attic and it's open up in the front, and all your bees move upstairs in the house and your hive is empty.
Okay.
But some people do put the hives next side of the house.
Location, my big one. I want it to be hidden, but the means shade.
Okay, that's why
Um,
you. It's a good thing to make sure you have a thing of trees behind you. That will stop the wind and all that stuff from it. Or you could build a tent or whatever just to cover the bees.
well, when I watched Kaylee at the honey stead,
Hmm.
she had her bees in another location, but then they relocate them to somewhere else, and then she fenced it in.
She
Like
fenced it.
she
She
fenced the whole bee, her whole bee air apiary in, and then she has like this little wild iron gate that she can walk through to go to her.
That's for animals.
Okay,
That's
okay,
for other animals coming and messing with the beehive and stuff.
okay.
She might have bears.
She's in Virginia, so maybe bears.
I don't know about Virginia bears, but there'll be some other animals that come in. They smell the honey and they
Mhm.
want to taste it too.
Okay, okay. Was a real interesting video on how bees collaborate and get their bearing. Fly around in circles for a while and then no directions for miles.
Yes.
Mm, Mike, she was having trouble with bears. Okay, so
Okay.
you follow her too,
I follow her, but I didn't know it was bears.
or a bear. Yeah, I do know she just fenced the whole thing in. She relocated the bees to another area and she fenced it in, and then she has this little raw iron fence that she can go through the gate to go
Right.
to a apiary. So, I mean, it's the way that she got it set up. Hers is sitting on wooden stake, like wooden things, and her
Hmm.
beehive sits on top of them. And
Wooden
then
pallets.
no, it's not a wooden pallet. It's like she built a stand for them.
Okay.
And then, like, you know how you have those little silver things that screw down and it has a little hole through it?
Little silver things that screw down and have holes through it.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called. It's metal. It looks like a little hole, like a little thing, but it's got a little hole. This part that you screw down into the wood.
Okay.
And she got the bungee cord going from one end, the hook on it, to the other end of her beehive box to hold it down.
Okay. So she got tie downs.
Well, I guess that's what you want to
That's
call
that's so that the wind
it.
that's so the wind don't knock it over.
I guess that's what you want to call it.
Yeah.
She said, "Why do drones out that? Because they men. They are no longer needed anymore." She's natural. Now, Jazz can answer that question because I don't know. I'm just messing with it. I don't know why they die. I want to know
Bee
that too.
bees, female bees use men for one reason, because they're nasty. They nasty. They
All the
want to get
men
all that we
nasty.
they want to get all that we possess, and then we die because they took everything we got.
Kick it to the curb. Kick it to the curb. Swoop, 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 swoop. Bye.
After the drone mate, he just fall. He's dead.
You know
Uh,
what? It's kind of funny though. The women kill the men off. For these, they just gonna be on the line. And the Black Widow do the same thing. What's up with all you men getting
that just tell you we get disrespected by y'all ladies. That's all.
Oh wow. I had to think about that. That give a girl say that.
That tell you ladies y'all abuse us men.
I boat. But Mac, I don't know if it's called an I boat or
Yes,
not.
I boat.
Are you sure? Let
I'm
me Google it.
positive. I know what you're talking about. It's just to tie down and hold a
I'm gonna see what it say on here. I boat.
it's a bolt anyway. A screw boat.
Oh, that's what it called. Machine I boat. Yep, that's what she had.
Yes.
And then she put the bungee cord things through there to tie down the
Yes. So it don't fall over.
Yep, and that's what she got. So, what would you say when it comes to choosing the right location and the right environment and to keep it away from heavy foot traffic, why no heavy foot traffic? What's the
Because
down?
you don't want people interfering with your bees. That's
Okay.
why they have them. That's why they had them signs: no trespassing bees at work or bees, whatever. If you got folks that are constantly in your bee area and everything, it kinds of throw the bees off because number one, y'all like wearing perfume and cologne and all that stuff. It kind of messes them up every now and then. That's
Yeah,
one of
like
the
that bee that was in my hair. Cause he smelled the he was he was
that,
in my hair and I was fighting for my life. I was like, what? I done ran in the house, the bee still on my hair. I'm like, oh my God, good thing I had thick hair, because it would have got to me.
that's why when I know I'm messing with the bees, I don't use any kind of soap that has any kind of cologne, fragrance, anything.
Mhm.
Or even when it comes to mess with bees and drinking something, uh, coffee, some tea or something that has a high smell to it, flavor to it, then you don't want to be messing with the bees because they'll pick up on it.
He said, see, I wasn't going to answer, better to die than to go through it. Whatever, sweet time. The spider, she eats her mate. Do the male bee just die? The male bee just die. Just die. He just lay over and die. Poor thing.
She done took everything we was worth. Well, hey,
Cuz said the tarantulas kicked the men out. Wow. Wow.
praying mantis also. Yeah, they
Wow. Praying minutes do the same thing. She bites his head off. Wow, Sylvia.
after she get all that goodness, she bite the head off.
Just y'all just be unalived. You so hard. Ain't nobody lying to you. True. If you see a big tarantula walking around, he gets to go. He gets to go. Wow. Come and go. What a light. Oh my, I didn't know that. Oh, no coffee drinking while beekeeping. What you saying, Zayda? Smell that good, smell that good doggone coffee, and you ain't gonna
That
know what
that
to do.
strong coffee. You drink that big strong coffee.
Okay.
A lot of times when you got your mask and stuff on, a lot of times the bee will come towards your mouth anyway because your breath and all them smells coming up out of your mouth, they'll try to sting you there anyway.
So, what's the purpose of putting your bees behind around the water source?
That's because bees need water. They
Really?
need water to keep their hive cool. They need to re rethirst. I mean, they need water for themselves. They got to take water to the queen. As long as the queen is laying eggs and everything is provided for her. She don't go out.
Okay.
She's a real housewife.
So she's the queen. She the queen bee. She ain't got to do nothing but
She just
sit there
she
and
better lay
lay
them
still.
eggs. She
That's
better lay
all.
them eggs.
All right. Step 3. All right. Getting basic bee equipment. What would you consider basic bee equipment for new beekeepers?
New
Hey Buddha.
beekeeper. New beekeeper, you need a bee suit or a bee jacket and head covering. You need your brush, your scraping tool, your they call it a hive tool. You need your a whole bunch of little things that you need just to open up the hive, check the hive, stuff like just basic, and your smoker, stuff like that. Just basic stuff.
Okay. What's up, Buddha? Buddha. Jay, she ain't in the housewife. She's the madam.
That's about right.
She's the whole madam.
Hey Buddha.
So on here it says hive equipment's like, I can never say this word. Hive boxes, which is Langstrop.
A Langstroth hive, that's the normal bee box.
are the
That's the
most
square
common.
one that you see everybody have. That's the
Okay.
Langstrom bee.
Frames and foundation hive stand. So what would be considered a hive stand? Like that little square box at the bottom?
Yes, that it sits on.
So what's that long bee box that Sarah got?
That's called a Langstrom. The long one is called a Langstrom.
That's what I just said. And you said
I'm
that's
sorry.
the
I'm sorry.
square one.
I'm sorry. Not the
I'm like,
Langstrom is
you
the one
just sitting
straight
up
up
here
and down.
confusing me.
The what? Uh, the horizontal hive. That's what it's called. The
Okay.
long one is the horizontal hive.
See if y'all say I use a nice queen bee. Net, my net acting up. Sarah told me that long box that she got her husband built was called a lang strap.
The Langstrom is this regular box.
Are you sure, Jay?
I'm positive. The Langstrom is original. That's the long up and down box. That's the one you
Okay.
stack on top of each other. And the horizontal hive is the long one.
Okay. Some of that nice lemongrass oil. Buddha say, so your name the honey master? So your name the honey master?
I got so many of them, Buddha.
Cool name. She said, I see a lot of people using a smoker when it comes to collect the honey. Is that necessary? Some people told me it don't do nothing.
Well, the thing to it is, the smoker, it moves the bee out the way. The bee think their hive is on fire, and it just move them out the way. You don't have it real. You don't want no hot heat to come out of that smoker. You just want the smoke, and the smoke moves the bee out the way, and you can do what you need to do.
Mm. Mm. The queen is like ladies run the anthem.
Well enough.
Sweet Time say, I think I'm gonna build the long one. People not used to seeing it in likes to now it's a hive. Yeah, I like the one that Sarah had because the long one she just lift the top up and she just lay the frames going this way.
Right. I have 3 of them. I made them myself.
Buddha, I've been playing with bees. You late. You got to go to my playlist. I got a couple of videos of me being out there in the bees with my bee suit on.
She was out there. She wasn't really doing nothing.
You just lying, Jay. Stop telling that lie.
Man,
don't play them bees. Don't you play with them bees. The smoker calms the bees.
Yes,
Male, Sarah and her husband said it don't calms them. It don't do nothing.
It does calms them, but they think they think their hive is on fire. So that's how you get them to move.
They don't use that smoker. You won't get stung.
I use my smoker.
Sarah's husband go out there with just a t-shirt on and some jeans. He don't be having no head hat, no protection on, no nothing.
Well, you know what? Some of us do what we want to do, and some of us are just careful.
Anyone having YouTube difficulties, or is it just me?
Off
Anybody
and on,
having
yes.
YouTube? She said, about how much can it cost to own a hive and all the equipment?
It can cost. It depends on what you want, whether you want good, used, or the best thing I could tell you when I first did it, I went to A to the Z, and that's how I got my first hive, and then that was 3 boxes. It was 3 boxes. I had to buy this frame separate, and I went from there. But if you really want to start out good, you can say around $500 to $700 to get yourself a nice sturdy bee hive, get the equipment. You go to A to Z, you can buy everything you need in one package. It might be $100 and something. That's the gloves, the smoker, the pry bar. There's several things that come in it. But now you might get a jacket, but it's one of them cheap ones. I suggest you buy a separate jacket from that unit. Get what you want, something that's going to cover your head to toe or from head to midsection.
So Buddha said, I believe it angers them honestly, but okay, if it's just smoke, just walk in there with some Mary Jane smoking, and the bees will lay back and chill.
Nah, I don't want to. You might as well say using chemicals on them.
What you say, all good so far, happy Max. Sweet time. The smoke gives the bees something else to worry about than you. I saw you with Sarah, but I don't think you got into it. Buddha, they let me know you ain't watched my video. They worrying about a fire. What you said? I seen it already. Just thought you were just playing. Exactly. I know Miss T said she was trying to be the tree, baby. She wasn't trying to move around them bees.
You know, Miss T be hiding from everything.
Yeah, she said, baby, she gonna be the tree. I'ma be the tree, be master. Nikki, how you feeling today? Zeta Rose, I've had to go out and come back in 3 times. I think it's the ass that make it stick. It might be happening. You can't no tell him. He said, get you some stingless bees. You won't need a suit.
I don't want no stingless bees.
She said, to be honest, it attracts wasps and bees to me, and they fly around me and don't sting me at all. All right, Jigs.
I'm listening.
Step 4, update the app. I just had to do it again.
You just said something that you didn't finish.
When you first get bees, how do you get them to feel comfortable? They don't feel they comfortable. You got to feel comfortable, Miss J.K. Gardner.
What you need to do is put them in the box, leave them alone.
Right.
Some people will put them in the box and close it up and leave it closed up for at least a day. But me, when I put a new swarm in, I don't close it up. I just put them in and leave them alone.
Sweet time, I think that's the one I'm gonna make. Tampa, 2 more ads. What you? I gotta get my money now. I gotta get my money. It was only one YouTuber that told me, Tampa, you missing out on money. You ain't got nothing set up. I was like, I didn't, because ain't nobody told me.
Zeta Rose, no, I don't sing to the bees, but I do talk trash to them.
She said, just get ready, baby. Just get ready. Jazz, do you sing to the bees?
I just answered that. I don't sing to them, but I talk trash.
So it's like, get your bees ready.
What's the sugar water for? Okay, sugar water is used to make honey. That is the supplement that they give the bees when there's not much flowers out there blooming and stuff. Mostly during the cold season, they give them sugar water. And then you also got folks that just give them sugar water, period. That's the difference. How one experiment I plan on doing this year is I'm going to give one beehive nothing but sugar water. They can go out and do what they need to do, but I'm also going to put sugar water in there, and I'm going to come back and show y'all the difference between the honey. Sugar water, honey, and then honey from bee pollen and stuff.
Okay, true, baby. Thank you. I did try to set them on medium, though, because, they got it with a low setting, and then they got it with a medium setting, and then they got it with an extreme setting. The person who told me about it said, go on, set it on the extreme. I was like, I just do the medium. It's like, get your bees. You can get bees in a few ways. Number one is the nucleus column, which is a nook. What is that?
A nook is a pre-bee column where you have a queen and you might have 5 or 8 frames in it, and they're already working. They're already doing their thing. You take that and you put it in your regular bee box, which you add two more frames to it. You got a regular beehive,
Okay.
and then you take that nook and you save it for something else, like you want to get some more bees or catch a swarm or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you do with that.
Okay. So the next one is package bees.
Package bees. That's where you got 8 to 10,000 bees or more, and all they got is a container on the inside of honey. They got a hole in it. It's sugar water, and the bees survive on that until you take them out and put them inside their new home.
Okay. And then the other one is local swarm catcher. So how would you set up to catch bees?
Take your bee box, swarm catcher, or that package that it came in. Whether it's a 5 or 8, you could redo it and put holders on it. Put it in a tree. Uh, put an old frame in there that has the bee smell. Put that in there, and just leave it alone. Bees will find it. If the bee
Okay.
think it's an appropriate place to live in, they'll just move on in. They don't ask no permission.
Okay. She said, can you use sugar water on your trees to draw them to them or plants that need pollination?
Uh, you can, because sugar water actually helps your plants to grow. But as far as the bees getting it, it probably have to be a puddle in there somewhere, something that actually holding it. But sugar water is usually to feed the bee during non-pollen times when there's no pollen out, no flowers.
And Zeta Rose said, doesn't the sugar water draw other critters?
Yeah, it does grow other critters. Yes, it does.
So most beginners start with a nook from a local beekeeper. So if you're interested in starting getting your first beehive, mostly try to find somebody local that's a beekeeper to you and get a nook from them. Now, I don't know if Jags sell nooks.
Make sure it's somebody at least about 3 or 4, 5 miles away from your house. Because once you put them in there, they may decide to go back home.
Hey, Golden Sun Kiss.
I believe I had two. I think I had two of them that this first place I got my bees from. I believe my bees end up going back there.
I need you to call the people, Mom. For me.
Call what people, girl?
So,
Why you can't call?
to see if I can paint.
Why don't you mute yourself, Tampa?
Oh, my bad.
Does sugar water draw other critters? Yes. Less trouble, but please don't give bees or any wildlife white refined sugar. You can give the bees white refined sugar, but it's not going to be white sugar that you see. It will be sugar cake, sugar water, even powdered sugar. You can give them powdered sugar as well.
So, Golden Sun Kiss, why do you say don't give them wildlife white refined sugar?
Wildlife. I thought she meant white sugar, but wildlife. I don't know what wildlife white sugar is.
I'm asking Golden Sun Kiss. She said, please don't give bees or any wildlife white refined sugar.
Oh, that people give their bees white sugar all the time. It's mixed with water, and you can't see the white sugar. It's all liquefied.
Okay.
Isn't it? Okay. Golden Sun Kiss.
She said, isn't it lemongrass essential oil that you use to lure the bees to the box?
Yes, it is. Oh. You can lure the bees with lemongrass.
Really?
Yes.
Would that be better than the white sugar that she was talking with, the sugar water?
No, you don't get them. You don't catch a swarm by just putting sugar water and stuff in there. This is for catching bees. You're using lemongrass and stuff.
Okay. Keep coming back, Happy Matt. Back for this live. Happy Matt. And didn't you say it was raining where you at? It could be probably your problem.
Happy man. YouTube is pushing ads. Mess up the stream. Okay.
Oh.
Keep coming back. Fight for this.
So when it's time to install your hive, like your first hive, what would you do?
To install your first hive?
Yeah, say install your hive. Once you get the bees, what do you do next?
Once you got the bees, you got to figure out where you want to put them. Once you figure out where you want to put them, all you do is just open them up and put them in there. You don't rush doing it. You take your time. You put everybody in there, and when you think you got them all up in there, you cover everything up. Set the box, whatever box you transport them in, put them at the front if all the bees didn't come out, or you can knock them all in there.
Oh, what is date sugar?
Date sugar is made from dates.
Oh, I didn't know that. Never use anything but white refined sugar for my hummingbirds. Anything else toxic. I'm
No,
fighting.
a lot of beekeepers use white sugar. That's how they make the sugar water.
So this right here says to install your hive, once you get your bees, place the hive on a stand, install frames correctly, feed sugar water only if the nectar is low, leave bees alone the first few days.
Right.
Okay.
The nectar that you feed them is the nectar that actually came with the bees.
Okay.
If you got a nook, no, not a nook. If you got the packaged bees, it comes with a can of sugar water in it, and that's what you put inside the beehive and let them finish eat that up, drink that up.
Golden Sun Kiss, you right about that, baby, because this show ain't healthy for me. That's why I got sometimes when my granddaughter called it sundowning. She said I got dementia.
Well, brown sugar is the best anyway. Cane sugar.
Cane raw sugar, but can you
Cane
give
sugar.
bees cane sugar?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
You're not giving them sugar. You're giving them a liquid of the sugar. You're adding it to water.
Because and then they stay tweaking.
Hmm.
Step 6, inspect hive weekly. Check your hive every 7 to 10 days. Look for eggs or larvae, mean queen is active, honey stores, healthy brood pattern, and pests and mites. What is a healthy brood?
But the thing to it is, when you put your bees in there, you're gonna be so excited that you got bees, and you're gonna go look at them bees every day, because you think you're doing that's right. I want to look at the bees today. I want to look at the bees today. No. You look at the bees, you check your bees out, make sure ain't nobody wobbling like they drunk, and if all the bees are moving like they're supposed to, the frames are filled up and everything.
What the world happened to this?
Leave. Then you leave them alone. When I first started beekeeping, that was my problem. I always keep going in the bees because I want to see what's going on. I want to keep looking in the bees. After I got stung, I realized two things. Stop going in the bees every day.
Okay.
If you really want to see the bees, you can go in there once or twice a week, or even every 2 weeks you can go in there. Long as you know that they got what they need, it'll be 2 weeks. I don't go in my bees like I used to because I learned it doesn't always taste that. And one thing I also learned was after a certain time, do not go into your bees. My thing is after 3 o'clock, I will not go in my bees.
Open your window. Hey, Lady Sky, welcome in.
Bees get up early in the morning and they take off and everything. And your time is not their time. That's the best time to go in the bees is between, I'll say 10 o'clock to 3 o'clock, or maybe 2 o'clock. That's the best time to go in your bees. But after 3 o'clock, I do not go in my bees unless it's something I have to do. But other than that, I will not go in the bees after 3 o'clock because that's when all the bees are coming home.
So, latest guy says a man has 9 sons, and each son has a sister. How many are there in this family? 10.
10? Well, actually, it's not
It's
10.
11.
It's 11.
Including the man, it's 11.
That's it. The man and the woman is 11.
It ain't the man and the one. It didn't say. It said a man has 9 sons. That's 10. And the sister, that's 11.
How did he get the children?
How you? It don't include the woman. What if the woman dead?
And that's the point right there. You got to look for the missing pieces
You
of any
ain't
puzzle.
looking. He said, and then she said the answer is 11.
Okay. 9 boys, 1 girl, 2 parents. That's 11.
Whatever.
Actually, it's 12.
Thank you. That's 11, boo-boo.
I know, Tampa.
I was behind. 12 days to St. Patrick's Day. What are the pest issues that affect your bees and how do you handle it? I can tell you about them. Pests or mice. Mites. You got.
Well, you was right too. Mice too.
Yeah, mice too. Roaches. You got roaches, mites, hive beetles, cockroaches or roaches or whatever. You got all kinds of little stuff that'll try to get into your beehives.
Yes.
You effed around and found out. Leave me be. Truth said, leave him be.
That's how it is.
Sweet time
Yes,
says.
it's 11. Okay.
Don't mess with those bees while they off they clock. Golden Sunkist said maybe your host can do an experiment using date sugar water for one bee population and molasses water for a separate column. Jigs, have you tried that before?
No, I haven't. I only use molasses for my animals.
What kind of animals?
Goats, sheep.
So maybe you could try this as an experiment and see.
I don't need to try molasses on my bees. Molasses is nothing more than sugar. Syrup.
Okay. It don't matter. It's an experiment. Mike said, word of wife. Key word is a sister.
Right.
Where's wife? We don't know, Mike. She probably gone. She probably got ate up by the husband. How do you keep them jokers out of there? I've seen Sarah put dryer sheets in her hives, and I've also seen her put peppermints in her hives.
Yeah.
So what have you used to keep yours?
I've used the peppermint and I've used cinnamon.
Okay. Sean, like, what? Yes, Sean.
That's to keep the bugs up out of there.
Yeah, your hives can get pests, roaches, mice, all kinds of stuff. If you're wanting to watch your bees can you use a hidden camera? Yes.
Yes. You can use if you what?
If you want to watch, if you're wanting to watch your bees, you can use a hidden camera, like Sarah got. Remember, like how Sarah got the cameras out there on her apiary? She can watch her bees.
Right.
I don't know what kind of camera she got, but she does. Guys, if you could go to Sarah's Happy Hives, if you're not subscribe to Sarah Happy Hives, she actually shows you her apiary on camera. And
so
please,
you trying to say I don't show mine on camera?
we ain't seen your no camera directly just on your bees.
So that tell you ain't been watching me long enough.
Okay, Jigs. I know you go out there in your bees. Sarah has a CCTV, whatever that thing is, out there on her eyes.
Yeah, I know.
Sweet Time said, so bees got a OF page. What you said? Official page. I have seen glass walls. Guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you have not. We're going to send a shout out to everybody born in the month of March. Happy birthday from Samples Creek.
It's your day, king. It's your day, queen. Light that candle, let your soul gleam. Hands up high, make the world know your name. We celebrating you, no shame in the flame. Yeah, you made it. Another lap round the sun. Storms came hard, but you never did run. Held your ground with that fire in your chest. Now we toast to your life, cause you not like the rest. You the backbone, the truth, the fight. You shine like a porch light in the middle of night. From the creek to the stars, we lift you today. Put your crown on right, let the music play. Happy birthday! Stand tall, don't fold. You a story still writing in letters of gold. From the dirt to the sky, you rise each way. So we sing it loud. Happy birthday. Celebrate, elevate, live it your way. Tampa Creek, love every step of the way. You're the spark, the wave, the heat, the flame. Own it now, go on, rep your name. One shot, one cake, one flame lit. One king, one queen, too real to quit. Another year wiser, stronger, bold. You're a legend, baby, pure solid gold. It's your day, king, it's your day, queen. Let it shine bright, live that dream. From Tampa Creek with that soul and sway. Happy birthday, go on and slay.
Happy birthday, March, babies. That Gibber girl said, you two crack her up. We cracking her up.
Welcome.
What's up, Grounded for Life? Mike, thank you for dropping Sarah's child. And that's what it is. Jay, she got an earth cam.
Right.
Yeah, you can go watch her bees on the earth cam. Look at you said another ad tapper. You rolling in the dough.
Money in the chat.
Money in the chat.
Yeah. Where them dollars at? Where them dollars at? Super chat love, yeah, we feeling that. Throw it up, show it up, run it right back. Tampa Creek fam, yeah, we on track. Where them dollars at? Where them dollars at? Super chat love, yeah, we feeling that. Throw it up, show it up, run it right back. Tampa Creek fam, yeah, we on track. Hey, chat going crazy, big time flex. Super stickers dropping, gotta show respect. Tampa Creek fam, yeah, we do it the best. Blessing the stream, no time to rest. Where them dollars at? Where them dollars at? Turn it up loud, let's run up the stats. Hit that button, make it rain real fast. Tampa Creek love, yeah, we built to last.
Thank you, cousin. Cousin said, have you considered a glass wall exhibit? You know, like one of those things that Sarah got, the observation.
Whenever I get my honey shed, I will have one.
Okay.
It's after 10 o'clock.
Money.
When you get off with your daddy, give me the phone.
And you put your host YT page up. Jax,
I just put in a J3GS Farm.
This is his channel, J3GS Farms. Because I don't know what he think people gonna find him by the honey slinger. I mean by the honey master.
The right ones will find it.
But Golden Sun Kiss is trying to get your stuff.
Okay, it's Golden Sun Kiss.
It is time to march into your promised land. Here's his channel right there, Sun Kiss. I appreciate you. That's J3GS Farms link right there in the chat. There is his channel. So, Jags, number 7. It says, harvest honey later. Usually in the second season through sometime the first, honey is harvested by removing cap honey frames, extracting honey, filtering, and bottling. So how do you know when it's time to harvest your honey? Like
When
what
you
signs do you get? Hey, LGG.
when you inspect your hive, come on now. Give me a second. Oh, you don't want to act right. That's okay. When you inspect your hive and you see I don't have anything here, but when you look at the bee frame and it's all white,
Okay.
it's all white, which means it's capped, and it's a heavy white color, the honey is ready to come out. If it's light and you can still see the brown honey behind it, it's not ready to come out. But if it's a thick white coat, you can take the honey out.
Okay.
That means the bees done went in there and made it less water in it, and it's time for you to get it.
Hey, LGG, you got that little thing
Hey,
in the
LGG.
house that you test the moistness of the honey?
You mean the fractometer?
Whatever. I know it tests the honey moisture.
A fractometer.
So, guys, that look like a pipe, but it's for honey.
This is what you test the water content, and if it comes to a certain percentage, it's good to go.
Oh, that's a nice bee behind you. Grounded for Life says she ain't forgot to reach out to you about her cream honey.
Hey,
What's up, Storms? He said the bricks meter.
still a fractometer.
Is that what he called it? Bricks
Yeah,
meter?
it's a bricks. That's the sweetness in it.
Zeta said, oh, a fancy tool. Nikki.
Well, folks use this tool for any kind of fruit or whatever they got. They want to see how sweet it is. They use that fractometer.
See, he talking about some of that booty money woke you up. LG said, good info, good info.
Just thought about this. See, it would be hard for queen and a horizontal high. This year when I put my bees in, I'm gonna trap the queen in so she don't decide to leave.
You right, LG. I had to get him. He talking about I'm trying to be slick.
Yeah, she was just slick with it.
I wasn't slick with it. I just said, Jags, you want to talk about bees, bees, bees and bees and bees.
She was being
refractometer. What that say? Refractometer.
Refractometer.
Okay. Okay, Tommy. Tommy ain't got no job. Same tools, different name.
That's it.
She said, "Truth always does." Queen Restrictor. I mean, welcome in, everybody. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to both channels if you have not. We appreciate y'all hanging.
Any more questions, people?
Yep. I got a question.
Oh, you got a question.
Give us 3 pros to bees and 3 cons to bees. Like beginning beekeeper, 3 pros, things that you did in the beginning that you would tell somebody not to do.
Don't go in the beehive thinking you know what you do. Don't go in the beehive thinking you know what you're doing and you don't.
Okay.
Don't go in there without your headgear until you've been one thing, bees get to know you too. That's something else I got to put in there. You'll get to know your bees and your bees will get to know you. Some people may say, no, they don't get. Bees will get to know you. Now, I will walk out in my bees. Do I have my suit and stuff on? No. I just walk out the bees. The only thing I'm doing is looking and observing, and I'll be in the midst of them. Now, if I'm going to start opening them up and everything, I'll put my suit on.
So Tag said, as a new beekeeper, what do you wish that you knew before you bought your bees?
I wish I knew how much it cost me from the get-go.
Hey, Treasure.
Getting bees is, if you want to do beekeeping the right way, it's a little expensive. Starting out, it's expensive.
Yes, it is. I was pricing some stuff. Even me and Mackenzie bee suit cost some money.
Yeah, just to get started, it is pricey.
Mm-hmm.
But once you done
bee suits, though.
Been in it for a little bit, you'll start realizing how you spend your money, what you spend your money on. Don't be like me. My beehive, I had them sitting out there, and I had moth in one beehive, and I threw all my frames in the trash.
Wow.
I learned from that. I would not throw my frames away anymore. I would take it, dip them in some hot water to get the wax off of it, clean them, re-wax it, put them back in the hive.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know. I didn't have any idea, because I watched people on YouTube, but I was doing my thing with the bees. And when I saw they had moths up it and everything, I just took them all and threw them away. Put them out in the trash for the trash truck to pick up. And later on, once I saw how much it cost to buy new frames and new frame, the pieces you put inside the frame. Once I saw how much that cost, I was sorry I threw all them frames away.
Hey, Treasure. What's something nobody would really think of until actually beekeeping?
That's hard to say. What they would think of until beekeeping?
Until they actually get into beekeeping. What's something you think somebody wouldn't really think of until they actually start beekeeping?
The money. That's the biggest thing right there, the money.
Do bees know your scent?
Yes, they learn you. That's why I said bees learn you and you learn bees.
Okay, when it comes to literature, what books would you recommend?
Bees for Dummy. And I also got the the Bee Bible. I've got about 6 or 7 different bee books. And,
that's why you're supposed to show and tell.
Well, they're not in this office.
Oh Lord.
But I got the Bee Book for Dummies. I got the Bee Bible, and I got some other books too, but they're on the other side of the house.
Okay. He didn't come prepared, y'all.
That shit follow my.
She said, have you ever thought about doing beginner beekeeping classes, Jigs?
No, I haven't thought about doing the classes, but if anybody asks me about doing it, I tell them what I know and tell them what I think they should do, and that's it. What's his name? Country Hustle. I believe he just got some bees. He just got some bee equipment last month.
Yeah,
and I think he's about to start doing bees too. He asked me what I think, asked me what he need. I tell him that, and that was it.
Have your bees ever replaced the queen?
Yes.
Hey, DCBs, welcome.
I had one. What's up, DCB? That's a real beekeeper right there.
I know that, sir.
Excuse me. I was speaking to everybody, not just you.
Sir. I tried to get Sarah to come on tonight, but she wasn't feeling good.
Not a problem.
She texted me and said she tried to, but she didn't get a chance to make it. How much does the setup cost? I'm guessing $5,000.
Well, being a beginner beekeeper, no, it ain't gonna cost that much, because let me give you a roundabout figure. Starting out
all the books.
Starting out with the bees, the equipment, I'll say $1,000 just to begin.
Mm-hmm. You said trying. Hey Tia. Sorry, late coming in. How many years you been at this, JX?
I've been a beekeeper ever since 2018.
Okay. How many times have you thought about quitting?
None.
Really?
I never thought about quitting.
Okay.
It was something I found out. It's just something I like doing. So if you like it, you do it.
Guys, hit the like button for the bees and share the live with somebody who loves honey.
Even if they don't love honey, share it.
Share it.
But start kids pieces in. Yeah. Go ahead.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to get to this question.
That would 2K and spend about 1K, 150K. Okay. See, DCB, he started out, his goal was $2,000, but he stopped at $1,500. So it varies. Depends on what you got, whether you buy stuff from the thrift store, buy stuff from another beekeeper. It varies.
Okay. Since 2017, 2018. My first winter when I lost all 10 of my hives. Ooh, wow.
I know how that feels, bro.
Are there any new products you're working on and can share with us?
Right now I'm just working on the flavored honeys. I was supposed to come out with 2, but I only came out with 1, which was the cayenne. I would like to come out with different fruit flavors, but one thing that I found out now about honey, no matter what you put in it, that honey will override that flavor.
Okay, so I got a few questions. We got a little time.
I started with 4 colonies.
Would you ever keep bees? Be honest, Creekside family. Would you ever keep bees in your backyard, or are you staying away from them?
I got them in my backyard.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see what the families say.
That's right, Zeta Road. That was the one I came out with, the cayenne. But I was supposed to come out with 2 of them, but I only came out with cayenne.
Yes. She said yes.
A few people have sampled your honey, and everyone has high comments. Oh, thank you,
Tia
Drummond.
Sean said yes. My Renaissance said, and even you am expert, don't go without your suit, or you'll get your boy tore up like
She said one thing about me getting stung, when I got stung over 50 times, I did not get affected. The only thing I had was little knots on me. As far as me getting sick, anything, it didn't happen. Back in 2024, I got stung by a bee. I got stung up here by the eye, the temple, and on the hand. And the only reason I went to the hospital because the wife kept complaining.
So this is what Rob say, my lightning round. So these are lightning rounds. So we're gonna kind of go through them. And Jed's gonna answer along with the community. All it needs is a hint of fruit flavor, Jegs. Cayenne, that might be nice. Tia said, Sun Kids say, how far do bees travel to get pollen?
2 to 3 miles.
Okay. Yes, I can keep it in my patio, cousin said. Yes, high compliments. I wouldn't mind having bees, but the way my HOA is set up, they don't allow it. Baby, I ain't gonna call no names, but I do know somebody that's a beekeeper that got bees and got an HOA. They keep their mouth closed. That's all that is.
Keep your mouth closed. And if you can have a fenced-in yard at the HOA, I get a fenced-in yard, 8 to 10 feet. As long as they can't see what's in there, Ain't none of their business.
Right. Honeybees was how I found Jig's channel going on years. Now, McKinney, go take your shower. Tampa, we don't have a choice to have bees in our garden or our backyard. They come once the spring has sprung. Oh, okay. Yeah. Are they little extra small beehives, like 200 bees or less?
Well, you can make it yourself. You can make your beehive as big as you want to, but let's be serious. If you got some good bees, they're gonna grow.
Mm-hmm.
So ain't no thing talking about 200 bees or less.
Honey is pretty
there
good.
There is some other bees. They don't make honey. They're just pollinator bees, and they got a swarm. Yeah, you can say that's about 200. The only thing they do is pollinate your garden, and that's it.
Just the sweet time say I don't have no concern about getting stung, but keep them anyway. Tag say I've heard that the honey tastes different because of the flowers in the area. Are there certain flowers you grow to influence the flavor of your honey?
No. I don't separate my honey. If I had, let me see, if I had my bees here in my yard and I had one about 5 miles away, then I would separate the honey, because 9 times out of 10 they'd be different flavors.
Okay.
But right now where I'm at, all my honey gets put in one container, because everything I got around me, bees are just, ain't no telling what it is. Now and then when you taste the honey, you can taste a hint of something else.
Okay.
But I mix all my honey together.
So Sweet Time says the bees don't care how the hive looks, so there are options to disguise it. And that Gilbert girl said, as long as them nosy neighbors mind their business.
That's it.
So creative, and you really want it.
My neighbor had some bees in her chimney, and she said, "Yeah, my bees were further back then. You got your bees all up in my chimney." She had a guy come do it. I said, "Ma'am, those are not bees right there. Those are wasps."
Right. They don't know the difference. So the next question. What's your biggest fear about bees? Is it getting stung or just being around a swarm?
Neither. I don't have any fear about bees.
Okay. Everybody in the chat, what is your biggest, y'all answer this question too. What is your biggest fear about bees? First thing you see when spring has sprung is the flies. When you see the big mama bees, the bees come from the flower that kind of follow the flowers budding, cause they could smell food and nectar.
Yes.
I don't have a fear of being stung, and I don't have a fear of being around those swarms. When I first started beekeeping with Sarah, I was nervous. I was scared because we don't go inside the bees. We run. Back in the day, I wasn't walking willy-nilly inside some bees. But now, since I've been over there, it's just a different feeling, being out there. Tag said getting stung.
Last year when I was shearing my sheep out there, and I told my grandson to go change the water for the sheep, there was tons of bees around the bees water. I'm not gonna pop it up, bees are. I said, just walk over there and tilt the water, and that's it. And then I told my son to do it also. My son, he wouldn't do it. So I had to go, I walk over there, pour the water out, move the container, and that's it. I said, don't start swinging at the bees or nothing. Just walk over there and do what you're supposed to do. Bees didn't sting me, ain't bother me not one bit. Okay. That's why I tell them, do not swing at the bee. Leave the bee alone. Just gonna fly by.
Mm-hmm. So Grounded for Life said, just curious, does bees have a time clock where they pollinate during the day, and do they go back to the hive in the evenings on their own?
Well, most of the bees around 7 in the morning, when it hit first daylight, bees are up. Correction, as long as it ain't cold outside, bees are, you see them flying out, up, and they go wherever they want to go. And for me, the way I calculate it, around 3 o'clock, I see a lot of the bees coming back home. So after 3 o'clock, I don't mess with the bees, because mama, daddy, sister, brother, everybody's home.
Okay. DC said, I don't fear that. It already happened.
Yeah.
Sean said being stung by more than one. Miss J.K. Gardner said being stung by. Sweet Son said, watch a lot of videos about bees. The more you learn, the less you realize you have to worry.
Right. I was stung over 50 times. I'm still here.
LGG says she allergic to the bees. She respect them when they feed and she don't bother them. It's a peaceful now, isn't it, Tampa? We told you would like away. Cool. I'm very glad for. Yeah, when I first went out there, I was like sweating, nervous. I was like, I'm not going out there, Sarah. Sarah was like, Tampa, let me tell you something. You got to calm down because the bees.
Let me tell you something else. You don't need to be sweating around bees either. Because bees want that water. And you sweating, that's a good reason to get stung.
Oh, I know. Sorry for the typo. Was typing too fast. No problem. This chat moving. They bees use the sun's location to plan their flight path. That's how they know where to go for forage and how to return to the hive.
Right. I got you beat, DCBs.
Severe weather changes. Yes. My Steam record is 22. Oh, yeah, Jerry got you beat, DC.
Mine is over 50.
If you have multiple queens and split a hive, how do you know you get the right queen with the right hive?
Well, if you split the hive, you got 2 queens in there, it doesn't matter. Because you're going to take half the bees and put them with that queen and leave the original queen right where she at. And both of them going to get some bees. You're just going to pull out some frame, shake the bees off into the new box, put the queen in the new box, and move them over.
Okay. Guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. They say, did you know most honeybees only sting when they feel threatened?
Yes. That's why I tell you, don't swing at a bee.
So if I'm sitting on the porch minding my business, this little thing came up there, stung me in my butt. He felt threatened. I wasn't bothering him. I was just sitting there.
You may have passed gas.
I don't care what you say. Rob said, I got stung by bees so many times, I'm not even scared of them anymore. Yes, it was my fault. I went over there poking the bear, and they definitely don't like to be swatted at what you said.
Right.
I know a beekeeper that took 110. He stopped counting. Wow.
I know the feeling.
Went and took some.
Hey, Kanisha, welcome in.
Hey, Kanisha, welcome in, sis. Okay. Do you prefer honey or store-bought sweeteners? Some people don't like honey.
Tampa, I'll slap you.
But kids don't like honey.
That's because she's still a child.
But some adults don't like honey.
That's because they never got to taste real honey.
You talk about all that wagon was in the way.
The reason a lot of people don't like honey is because they never had real honey.
Irritable garden.
You turn off and plug it up in my room.
Yeah. The kids don't like no honey. I've been trying to get her to taste it.
A lot of people never had real honey because they go to Wally World or some other store and they get honey. They'll say 100% honey. Yeah, it has real honey in it, but it's 98% Karo syrup or some other kind of sweetener. It's not 100% honey.
All right. I got this should be fun. Hey, Rectable Garden, welcome in. Most people have not tasted real honey. Honey over sugar.
Yes.
What kind of question is that?
What kind of
the question that ChatGPT told me to ask. Would be all honey if it didn't need my pockets up so bad. What you say? I buy a local buckwheat honey, deep, rich, and tasty. Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah, buckwheat honey is good too. Most
of the store-bought honey is not real honey. What you said, DC?
That's right. That's right.
None of the little packets are anything close to the honey.
That's a fact.
If you could harvest one thing from your land only one thing, what would it be? And here are the choices. Okay, I'm gonna put the choices so y'all can just pick a letter.
Ain't no choice.
Yes, it is a choice.
No, honey.
This is a game, dude.
Honey.
This is a game.
None of the little pockets are anything close to honey. J3, stop picking on the bear.
I want to see people's answers. I want to see your answer too.
I'm telling you my answer straight off the bat. Honey, honey, honey. It's better than money.
That's what you say.
Money gonna lose its value. Honey's never gonna lose its value.
Money already done lost its value.
All right.
Okay.
Honeybees are my
Here you go.
Bible plan.
So the question is, if you could harvest one thing from your land, what would it be? The choices you can give, to choose from is A, honey, B, eggs, C, vegetable, or D, milk.
Okay. Leave that up. Well, that's all right.
I'm just reading his right quick. I'm finna leave it up.
Survival. If anyone goes with it, then that's better than go.
Right. Sure is better than go. Okay. So the question is, if you could only harvest one thing from your land, what would it be? A for honey, B for eggs, C for veggies.
Okay, so can I, since while y'all putting that in, I'm gonna talk some trash right quick.
You can talk what you want. You got to put an answer.
Listen,
you have to choose from.
I already said A. I'm saying while they're putting theirs in, I'm gonna talk trash about the other ones.
Okay. My answer is C.
Vegetables.
So mine is C, vegetables.
Okay. Answer this question. You don't pick your vegetables and you full. How long are your vegetables gonna last?
If you harvest them right and preserve them right, they'll last a while.
How long will they last?
Jags, you cannot survive on honey.
You forgot to put it in the refrigerator.
You can't survive on honey.
I bet you can.
Bet you can't.
Okay.
A diabetical person can't survive on honey. So
out of everything you named up there, the honey is the only one that will last longer than any.
But that's not the question. The question was, if you could harvest only one thing from your land, what is it going to be? Honey, eggs, veggies, or milk? And everybody pretty much said, well, Tag said veggies. Zeta said that's a hard one. Lynette said veggies. Truth said veggies. Rob said eggs. Sylvia said vegetables. Sean said vegetables. Kanisha vegetables. Miss J.K. Gardner. Erectable Tia said vegetables. Lynette said vegetables. Grounded for lifetime about eat watermelon. But seriously, I would go vegetables. Miss J.K. Gardner said vegetables. Zeta said vegetables. DC said bees make honey, food, wax, pollen, propolis, honey, interceptants with wax. You get light candles, wax, ceiling. It might make all that, but you can't just survive on honey.
Yes.
Until you pass gas. 4C Sun said honey.
No, right. 4C said
vegetables. Preserve, baby. You can only pick from your land. It's just vegetables. That's all you can pick from. You gonna pick honey. You ain't gonna live long.
That's what you say.
If you say so. I don't see you eating honey now. You're eating meat.
That didn't come from my land.
You're meat. You eat meat, people. You eat meat. You eat that meat.
And then again, honey came from an animal.
Honey never goes bad. You can go to other land and find the other resources, sweet time.
Yes.
I would choose honey, Sun Kiss said. Put mango on the list and see what Jig say. Put that steak and that white stuff on there, see what he say. Bees are my bug out plan, DC said. Sun Kiss said, honey has anti-aging properties. I've been eating honey and I'm still looking old. I've been aging ever since.
That's because you eat the honey, then hit it up with a
honey and protein, and a protein which is meat.
Thank you.
How is honey protein?
It came from an animal.
That ain't okay. You just told him it was vomit and piss.
Ain't nobody. It still came from an animal.
So that's what we eat now. So the question to you.
I know, DC, we the only one that's gonna survive.
If you say so. Do you think the world is doing enough to protect bees?
No.
And that's the case, how do we change that?
If we can reach them folks up yonder that be trying to mess with everybody and stop using all these pesticides and all that stuff, they can help the bees.
This is I could trade my honey for anything I need. I can trade my wax for anything else. Tampa, you can survive on honey and bread. You didn't say bread, though. No, I didn't say bread. I just said honey, egg, vegetables, and milk. That's the four choices.
The bread is already in the house.
LG said, great live, family.
Fam.
All that spraying. What you said, Pat? Yep. All of that spraying. Ain't no telling what they put in.
It's too late now. People are addicted to their electronics. No, yes and no. Plant pollinator friendly. That is the best this person can really do, and it does help a lot.
Don't forget to hit that button for the bees and share the live with somebody who loves honey. Sure, it's right there. Why you climbing up there like you climbing on mushroom? You just sliding around the room.
It's too late now. People are addicted to their electronics.
What you said, true. I love when my bees get marigold wasted.
Hey.
Guys, I truly appreciate y'all hanging out. And if you enjoyed tonight's topic, put a heart in the chat. Don't cut the dandelions. Those are the first good protein the bees get in the lots of areas. Right. I ain't cut my dandelion no way since I found out DC bees is medicinal. They hear they there telling folks it's weeds. That's weeds. Cut that out your grass. People care more about boatloads of crap from China than long-term resources, so we might be cooked.
Nah, work on your own stuff. Get your own stuff going in your backyard. You'll be good.
Right. DC said, I like talking bees. Electronic interference with the bees also. Honey has been found in Egyptian tombs.
Yes.
I heard over 2,000 years old.
Mm-hmm. Pet pollen drunk bees.
Heart emoji. Pepper 10 say, I'm on a budget. Heart emoji. Everybody's saying they like the live. Yes, Tampa.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys hanging out. Jace, you got any last minute words for new beekeepers that's wanting to start this journey but scared?
Okay. The first thing, if you want to be a beekeeper, put fear in your back pocket. Get information. Read the books. If you got a bee association close, go join it just to get the information. If you got beekeepers close to you, talk to them. Watch YouTube. Get as much information as you think you need and can use. And from that point on, buy your hive, buy your tools, buy your suit. Once you get all that, then you can think about getting the bees. You decide whether you want a nuke or a package. And the difference is a nuke, it starts out, you got bee frames and everything. All you do is take those frames and put them in your hive and add 1 or 2 more frames and leave it alone. Let them start making your honey and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It'll take them a little while, but bees aren't stupid. They get to work as soon as they move in. If you get the which one? The nuke. I just messed them up, didn't I? Yeah. The nook has the frames and the package is just bees.
I was wondering what you talking about, the nook.
The
Golden Sun Kiss
the
says
nook has the
so.
frames.
Looking,
But the thing is, just be careful and make sure you don't have any allergies or anything. If you have an allergy, the thing I tell you straight off the bat, wherever you have your bees at, have a mailbox out there with tools and an EpiPen, or you keep an EpiPen in your pocket if you get stung.
Right.
And the only reason I haven't got an EpiPen yet, because they cost too much.
Oh, I got 4 of them.
I asked folks about the Epi, and he said $200. I said, what?
Man, I'm so glad mine was free.
I'm trying to get 2 of them free too.
So I so look forward to moving out of the city to start a farm. Golden Sun Kiss, I wish you all the best of luck to do that, because baby, ain't nothing like being in the country. Nothing but peace and quiet.
Like DC just put on there, some mentors will let you come to their property and learn about bees and work out there. If you're a veteran, they also have a bee thing right there that help veterans out with bees. And you can also go to take bee training as a veteran to help you out in this area.
And that's why I got Sarah's Hat to Hive and Don't Hurt the Harvest. I can go to either one of them to help with the bees.
Because she ain't a veteran.
Because I ain't a veteran. I had sense not to go fight for a country.
All right, Tampa. All right, Tampa. All right.
Yeah. Some mentor. Okay, you told us about that one.
Hive for Heroes.
He said,
that's the name, Hive for Heroes. Yes.
Another ad. Enjoy the live. Thank you, Zeta Rose. Thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate y'all hanging out with us. And the country, what you said, Tag, I can't wait to find me a little nice property in the country and just be able to run around and ground myself daily. I think that's what I'm missing in my life, Jade's grounding and running around barefoot in the dirt.
Say what now, Jade?
Just rolling around in the grass, knowing I'm allergic to it. But just being out there, able to flip around, roll around, turn, have cotton wheels. That's nice to have resources. Yes.
Yes.
Guys, get you some books. Get what you need to read up on the journey of becoming a bookkeeper. Find you a
beekeeper, not a bookkeeper.
I said books and a beekeeper.
No, you said a bookkeeper, not a beekeeper.
I meant to say books, though, to go get you. If you got a half off books, a thrift book on your app, you got the Barnes and Noble, you can go to some Goodwills. They have books at the Goodwills.
Yes.
I've done looked up and found some good books at the Goodwill. You can also go to the library, because sometimes they have sales on books at the library.
Yes, or just rent one. Don't forget to take it back.
I'll be liking my books.
Not rent. You can get a book out. Don't forget to take it back.
And tell everybody about your channel, Honey Master.
I'm gonna head off J3 Tampa. This was a all right, DC. Have a good night. Is Bees keeping under chapter 35 2 jigs? I'm not sure. Analytic. I am not sure, but I know that Uncle Sam, DCB just said it earlier. Bees for rescue or rescue bees, whatever. You can get it being a veteran.
Okay.
But thank you, everybody. J3GS Farm, also JGDB Haven. He's a good guy. Yeah, check us out.
Okay, Texas, you got to check it out. I am going to be a what he say? I'm going to be a bookkeeper.
It's safe. It's safer until they fall on you. Truth.
Goodwill Books auction is the best. I just like my books. I like it. I love a printed book. It's just something about a printed book that, yeah, I just love a printed book. So, guys, I want to thank you for taking the time out, hanging out with me, being the awesome community that you guys are. And I just appreciate the love and the support that you guys show. Come here, girl.
Come over there buzzing.
Come, yeah, buzz on up here. Mackenzie, what? Come here so you can say hey to the community. She over here trying to fix us some tuna. Hey. You can come on, get in here and say hey to the community.
She said she's trying to eat.
Girl, go now. This is the other half of Tampa's Creek Homestead and more, guys. We truly appreciate all the love and the support. I got a couple of members' lives that I'm gonna put out, announcing some things that the channel is gonna be in a direction the channel is going to. So, guys, if you are a Creekside member, please set your notification for the members only videos. And I truly appreciate Jace for hanging out with me, Honey Master. Although I did think he was weird the other day. I was like, oh, here come a weirdo. Because I seen Honey Master, y'all, and I was like, here comes
you thought you had to give up something. That's why you said that.
No, I thought I was about to ban some people. I'm been banned from buying. Why tag what, girl? I love my book. Look, I bought 2 books today. I'm not gonna show them to y'all because I just put a video. It's for my night show and night, but I'm gonna do a short and show y'all those 2 videos. But I like my books. I ain't gonna lie. Look, I want me a whole library theme off Beauty and the Beast. I want me a whole theme set around Beauty and the Beast library. That library was off the chain. She said the unknown guest was great. Yes, it was nice to meet you, Honey Master. You have got to come back. And guys, if you haven't checked out me putting my battery in my car, go check it out. Go check it out.
Where she said, I don't need a man.
I don't.
But she was talking to that fella kind of sweet, though.
That man was handsome. I ain't gonna lie, the man had a nice beard.
He was talking to Mike.
And he was looking handsome. It made me almost forget that I wanted to be single. The food stamp who don't have to worry. What you said,
Mike just came and helped you. He wasn't looking for no woman.
That was not Mike. That man was darker than Mike.
Nah.
Yes, he was. Color. He was not. Mike was lighter than that dude. Jed.
Knew she was on to come around.
First of all, truth, I don't even know what you're talking about. But anywho, handsome definitely wasn't me. Oh yeah, he was handsome. But I'm gonna send this out to you guys. Hold on.
Creekside Queen. Tampa a queen of the creek. Built on faith, yeah, the roots run deep. Turning dust to gold, every crop I keep. Hard work don't stop, I don't ever sleep. Up before the rooster, hands in the dirt. Every seed I plant, gotta know my worth. Ain't no silver spoon, had to build my own. Now the homestead strong like the crops I've grown. Brick by brick, stitch by stitch. Turning small town life into something rich. Crafting my dreams, got the hammer and thread. While the world's still talking, I stay 2 steps ahead. From the garden to the stream, from the land to the sky. Blood, sweat, and faith, that's how I ride.
Guys, I appreciate the love and the support. Nikki, thank you. And Mike for you all dropping links tonight.
Thank you all.
Nikki, who getting married? Nikki, you know what? I know it's late. Don't make me call you, Nikki.
Call her what? Call her
Don't make
what?
me call you, Nikki.
Call her
You're
what?
like, girl, who you talking about Tampa getting married? That man was threatened by the fact that I was out there changing my battery. I didn't need a man's help.
He wasn't threat. He the one that came and helped you.
No,
He didn't have to come help you.
He just thought I didn't know what I was doing. That's all it was. Tampa calling Jay's honey master. That's what he said his name was. She said, you to the man, to the man, to the man. I shook that man's hand, Nick, and told him, thank you. Have a good day.
You see how she kept talking to him, right, Nikki?
He was talking to me.
Yeah, we will talk to you when you start talking like that. We will talk to you.
No, Mike, I wasn't trying to get his digits. I wasn't trying to get nobody's digits. The only digits I need of a man that's going to give me the money that I need to get what I need. And that's it. But guys, I appreciate y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow at 1:30 in the food stamp line.
I hope I ain't home.
Well, oh well. I will be in the food stamp line, so that means I won't be home. You know, people came to me today trying to get on me about calling that line the food stamp line.
What?
Man, them folks came in and started attacking me about calling it a food stamp line.
This is your channel. You call it whatever you want to.
Why are you calling the food stamp line? Why not call it the car rider line? I thought this was my channel. And everybody that's been following me in the food stamp line knows it's the car rider line. It's just a little humor. Man, they came in attacking me like left and right.
Everybody ain't got a funny bone.
I guess not. You didn't know what she was doing. True, if you say I didn't know what I was doing, that's fine.
Nikki said, give her 2 pieces and a biscuit.
What you said. What you said. She said we was talking to each other. Good night, everybody. Good night, Grounded. I will see y'all tomorrow. He's about to let it go, Tampa. Let it go. While I was in there. He had to call me to Tampa. You okay? Nah, I ain't okay. I'm about tired of people trying to put me in the box on my channel. Pretty sure they can call it what they want to as well, right, sweet time? Right. Well, I will see y'all tomorrow.
Peace out, y'all.
Peace out, y'all. Just hang on in the back.
Oh, I can't peace out, y'all.